SSSniperwolf is out of control. From being criticized for his stolen reaction videos to doxing and stalking other creators for no reason, it seems like SSniperwolf has finally faced her long overdue downfall. For years now, SSniperwolf has been facing backlash for her reaction videos, with many pointing out her lazy approach to the content she was posting, reacting to people's videos without adding any originality or value, and getting paid millions of dollars at the same time. This would attract the attention of another YouTuber, Jacksfilms, marking the beginning of a long online feud between the two. This dispute, however, wouldn't stay in the realm of the internet for long, because in October of this year, SSniperwolf would be accused of doxing. Her victim? Jacksfilms himself. However, before we dive into the potential repercussions for SSniperwolf's reputation, let's first revisit the events leading up to the drama. Jack Douglas, widely known as Jacksfilms, has made a name for himself on YouTube as someone who calls out lazy content, especially of reaction channels that he finds unoriginal. Because of this, he focused his attention on SSniperwolf, leading to a parody video that was more than just for laughs.
This is SSniperwolf. She's a YouTuber with over 30 million subscribers. She uploads daily, and her videos get at least 1 million views each. So, what does she do? She steals TikToks and reacts to them.
Oh, it looks like a cartoon!
In this parody, Jack combined his usual humor with serious criticism. He pointed out SSniperwolf's tendency to rely on simple reactions and her lack of new content. In the world of YouTube, where it's often hard to tell the difference between being inspired by others and copying them, Jacksfilms highlighted what he thought was a clear case of the latter. Central to Jack's critique was SSniperwolf's approach to content, frequently reacting to TikTok and YouTube videos without giving proper credit to the original creators. Jack interpreted this practice as a form of content theft, accusing her of using others' videos and barely engaging with the content itself.
Next. Yep.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome.
Jack's parody video resonated with many viewers who felt the same about SSniperwolf's content. This popularity led to the creation of Jacksfilms, a channel that criticized and poked fun at SSniperwolf's content. The channel quickly became popular, gaining over 500,000 subscribers and making more than 64 videos in its first year. But Jack's criticisms wasn't just limited to YouTube. He also voiced his opinions on Twitter. In one of his most notable tweets, Jack questioned the support YouTube has showed to SSniperwolf, especially considering she's been featured on official YouTube panels at VidCon multiple times. Jack would ironically quote SSniperwolf by saying, "I invented reacting to other people's TikToks. Anyone else is copying me." But YouTube would still ignore this tweet, seemingly unaffected by the fact that one of their most famous creators was openly stealing content. SSniperwolf would quickly reply to his tweet by saying, "I can't stand that a female YouTuber is getting more views than me, even though I make the same content. Grr, life is hard." This tweet, however, didn't stop Jacksfilms from criticizing SSniperwolf, where he would soon uncover more evidence pointing towards her content theft. Jack's criticism of SSniperwolf focused mainly on her supposed content theft and failure to follow fair use rules. He pointed out that SSniperwolf's videos featured TikToks where the original creator's username was missing or had been cut out from the video.
If you want to support the original creators of the TikToks, too bad, because the only links you'll find in the description are all SSniperwolf. And my favorite part is that half of the TikToks she includes either crop out the original username or just straight up don't have one.
Jack argued that this behavior took away any chance for the original creators to get recognition and support, and instead directed all the attention and financial revenue to SSniperwolf.
She features 19 videos, 13 of which don't have any identifiable usernames. That means there's no way to find and support the original creators here. All of the views and all of the revenue go straight to SSniperwolf.
Jack also highlighted the problem of freebooting in SSniperwolf's videos. Freebooting is when someone uses and shares content they don't have the rights to.
You know the phrase, work smarter, not harder? Well, SSniperwolf does neither. She just steals and doesn't credit anyone.
He noted that in many of her videos, SSniperwolf would show TikToks made by others, often without adding much of her own thoughts or comments. This brought up questions about whether her way of choosing and showing content was ethical or legal.
See, the reason I keep playing these clips is because of a little thing called fair use, the extremely important legal doctrine that allows creators to upload content that isn't theirs. And in order for content to fall under fair use, it must be transformative and add new meaning to the material. Going back to SSniperwolf, her commentary isn't so much transformative as it is just summarizing what we're watching.
Someone caught is it a cow? Oh no, one of them roll down the hill.
Some people might say that Sniperwolf's large audience could help the original creators gain more attention. However, Jack argued that the way she used their content didn't give them proper credit, which meant that they didn't really benefit from the extra exposure. Jack proved this to be true, where he picked a recent video where Sniperwolf reacted to a viral TikTok and looked up the account of the person who posted the original video. His discovery was quite revealing. The views on the original creator's newer TikToks hadn't really increased, which suggested that Sniperwolf's reaction videos weren't helping the original creators get more attention.
At the very beginning of a recent video, Sniperwolf reacts to a viral TikTok, complete with her very insightful commentary.
Absolutely not.
And look, you can see the original uploader's username. Maybe they got a little bump, right? Well, when I looked up their account on TikTok, I found they had a decent number of followers, but that's probably due to their whale shark video going viral last year. Because if you look at their most recent TikToks, they're hardly getting any views at all. Which means that, no, people aren't flocking to the original creators even when their username is displayed on screen.
Jack also looked into a more complicated situation where Sniperwolf reacted to videos that had already been taken from someone else. He mentioned a case where she reacted to an Among Us cartoon made by an artist known as the Judge 12. This artist confirmed that they had not given permission for their work to be used, showing the complex problem of content theft in the online creator community.
Because sometimes Sniperwolf steals from other content thieves. Here she is reacting to an Among Us cartoon made by Viral for You. And shocker, that's not the original creator. Because we found the original creator, it only has 1,600 views here on YouTube, but it went bonkers on TikTok when someone else freebooted it. And here's the original creator confirming that their work was indeed stolen.
Jack took his research a step further by directly contacting creators whose work had been featured in Sniperwolf's videos. And the results were obviously not surprising. Jack reported that every creator he spoke to confirmed that they had not been asked by Sniperwolf or her team for permission to use their content.
We reached out to creators who've had their work featured in Sniperwolf's videos. And when we asked them if Sniperwolf and or her team had contacted them about featuring their work, every creator said no, they were not contacted.
This information added significant credibility to his criticisms, showcasing the potential violations of fair use in Sniperwolf's content. These creators were surprised and upset to learn that Sniperwolf had used their work without any prior discussion or consent. As Jack continued to upload videos on his Jacksfilms channel, openly criticizing Sniperwolf, the situation escalated. Eventually, Sniperwolf reached her breaking point, leading to a concerning turn of events that put Jack's personal safety at risk. The drama between the two would further escalate until Sniperwolf would post an Instagram story, visible to her millions of followers, of herself outside Jack's house. In the story, she would post a poll asking her viewers, should I go visit at Jacksfilms? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. She would then take a clear photo of the outside of his house, telling Jack to come out so they could talk like adults. Jack's reaction to Sniperwolf's alleged threat while he was live streaming was nothing far from what you expected. He describes his response as a mix of shock and concern, emphasizing that such a threat goes beyond the acceptable boundaries of online disputes.
She's in your house right now, Jack.
Shut up.
She's
You want to get
literally
back
outside
on your
house.
door?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Wait, what?
She's literally right outside your
Oh
house.
my god!
This is happening right
The
fucking now.
fuck?
Call the fucking
Okay.
police.
Fuck her.
Call the cops and show them the
Yeah.
Instagram story.
Hold on. I'm gonna go
And-
outside.
Aaron,
No, Aaron, don't,
Aaron,
don't,
Aaron,
don't,
Aaron,
don't,
Aaron,
do not.
Don't, please don't. All right, hold on.
Please
Should we?
don't.
I'm gonna end this.
The escalation from an online disagreement to a real-life threat was a serious violation, and Sniperwolf is treating this whole situation too lightly. In response, she would quickly delete her Instagram stories, though she was still far from showing any sort of remorse or guilt for her actions. In fact, she would even deny doxing him in the first place. I have no idea how to dox. He literally posted his address on Google and said I threatened him and doxed him. She went on to say, this creep has been harassing me for months, then plays victim saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. Jack would respond back through a Twitter post. You posted a video tonight of you outside her home for your 5 million plus followers to see, while my wife and I were still inside. I can't make it any simpler than that. If that's not doxing, why did you delete it? Following this, Sniperwolf shared an Instagram story where she scrolled through the large number of videos Jack had created about her on his channel. In a sarcastic tone, she even considered pursuing a restraining order in response to Jack's extensive content about her.
This guy's entire channel is just me. Every single video for the past few months has been about me. And it's just like shitting on me. And then his streams. This dude is just like low-key harassing me. Like, should I get a restraining order?
The harassing you claim I've been doing is documenting recent examples of you stealing creators' content, stealing jokes, and failing to provide transformative commentary. Jack responded to a restraining order remark by stating, "One of us showed up to the other's house tonight, and it wasn't me." Following the incident, Jacksfilms urged YouTube to intervene, sharing a video titled, "Sniperwolf came to our house last night. It's time for YouTube to step in." This video has since garnered over 4.7 million views, revealing Sniperwolf's true persona. It was now up to YouTube to decide what consequences she would face. YouTube has strict rules against harmful actions, including threats and doxing, which are major violations. Yet when Sniperwolf and Jacksfilms had their dispute, YouTube was slow to react. Even with their clear rules against such behavior, it took YouTube several days to deal with Sniperwolf's channel or to say anything officially about the matter. The situation got more complicated on October 19 when YouTube's official social media account made a post that seemed to joke about the controversy. Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? This post caused a lot of criticism from both viewers and other YouTube creators. Many people saw this as a thoughtless and inappropriate response to a serious issue. The backlash against Sniperwolf's actions wasn't just from regular viewers. Famous YouTubers like Asmongold, Pokimane, and Moist Critical also spoke out against her and showed their support for Jacksfilms.
It's just an extremely degenerate, fucked up response to this whole situation from Sniperwolf here. It's borderline illegal, I think. I don't think you can just dox somebody like this, and if it's not illegal, it's against YouTube's rules at the very least.
Their involvement drew more attention to the wider issue of how YouTube was dealing with the situation and the idea that they might be showing favoritism to certain creators. Finally, on October 20, 5 days after Jack released his video about Sniperwolf doxing him, YouTube responded to Jacksfilms on a social media platform. In their message, they recognized the concerns raised by the community. They also confirmed that Sniperwolf's channel had been temporarily demonetized on their platform. This response to YouTube came after significant pressure from the community and high-profile creators, highlighting the platform's challenges in managing and enforcing its policies consistently. The YouTube community engaged in discussions about the platform's responsibility to apply its rules fairly and consistently, especially in light of Sniperwolf's actions. The incident where she threatened to visit Jack's house was seen by many as a blatant breach of YouTube's policies. YouTube's initial vague response did little to clarify the situation, leading to doubts about the platform's dedication to tackling harmful behavior. Concerns about bias on YouTube's part were voiced by some community members. They suggested that YouTube might be reluctant to take action against a well-known creator like Sniperwolf, showing signs of favoritism within the platform. Jack's efforts in bringing to light Sniperwolf's questionable actions contributed significantly to the ongoing drama. His videos led some to argue that YouTube should have responded more swiftly given the clear evidence he presented. The obvious delay in addressing Sniperwolf's behavior fueled frustration among many content creators who demanded for more transparency and accountability from YouTube in dealing with such matters. Following the delayed but eventual response from YouTube, Sniperwolf prepared to issue her own statement. At last, Sniperwolf had issued an apology to Jacksfilms. "I'm sorry to Jacksfilms, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jacksfilms, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately, not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how a conflict should be solved. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully." Obviously, this was a complete tone shift from how she was behaving at the beginning of their beef, with her not even wanting to admit that she doxed Jack. This led to many to believe that the apology wasn't genuine and that Sniperwolf could have possibly been forced into it by her team. In the aftermath of this situation, G Fuel, a major brand in the gaming industry which Sniperwolf had a partnership with, decided to end their association with her. This decision resulted in the removal of her products from the website, including Wolfberry and the Sniperwolf bundle. This move by G Fuel was a significant blow to her branding and commercial ventures. Additionally, Darman, who planned to produce a series titled Sister Secrets featuring Sniperwolf, chose to cancel the project. The series, which was initially promoted, was also removed from the channel banner, indicating a complete withdrawal of the collaboration. As for Jack, he has not publicly responded to Sniperwolf's apology. However, just when he thought this might mark the end of the saga, Sniperwolf soon found herself in the midst of another controversy. This time, it was Aziland, another prominent YouTuber who, in collaboration with Nerd City, released a video accusing Sniperwolf of copying her content. Aziland went as far as to claim that Sniperwolf, quote, stole her life. The video presented by Azzyland and Nerd City pointed out numerous instances where SniperWolf's videos featured thumbnails and titles that were incredibly similar to Azzyland's original content. These similarities were not isolated incidents. They spanned over various periods, ranging from weeks to months and even years after Azzyland first published her videos.
You've copied something already that we set a trap. Is there anything that you're doing now or that you could be doing in the future?
Azzyland also claimed that SniperWolf had mimicked her accent and mannerisms. They supported these allegations with images and other evidence.
When you promise to only eat one cookie. I'm gonna be good tonight. I'm only gonna eat one Oreo. That's it. This person should be a lawyer. He's like, you said one cookie. The only one. Just one. That's it.
I didn't know how much she'd copied from you.
This added a new dimension to the accusations of content theft, suggesting a deeper level of imitation that affected Azzyland's entire online identity. During the video, Azzyland claimed that SniperWolf had rallied her fanbase to engage in harassment, labeling her a copycat.
SniperWolf is telling them that it's a problem. So
Yeah.
it's not just that these fans notice and they're organically being like, oh, I saw SniperWolf's video first, and now I see Azzy's video and this is the same, and they're reaching their own conclusion that you had
What's your
copied.
opinion on, okay, let's talk about this person since a lot of people ask me about her. Does she copy me? And a lot of people think she is me. Today we're gonna be rating my lookalikes. Wait, hold up. These videos look familiar. I'm gonna have to give that one a 5.
She created the narrative that you had cloned her.
It escalated to a point where people would send Azzyland death threats, leading her to step away from social media as a whole. Nerd City would go on to talk more about the similarities between Azzyland and SniperWolf, discussing the accent and speaking mannerisms that SniperWolf would make use of, and how he had realized that it was Azzy's accent all along.
Sounded like a yassified voice that also was mixed with a little bit of like a baby, but it was like a foreign baby.
So I wanted to attempt it. Golf ball. Wasp net. Cut in half. From some very naughty evil bees.
And when I finally watched some Azzyland content, I was like, there it is. That's the voice.
With this video, many people were quick to flock to Azzyland's side. People were now aware of SniperWolf's horrible behavior towards other creators, and many believed it wouldn't be far from the possibility for SniperWolf to go as far as steal a person's thumbnails, persona, and mannerisms, all for her own personal gain. On Twitter, it wouldn't take long for SniperWolf to respond to Azzyland, claiming that it was Azzy who had copied her, not the other way around. I have a backup of videos and screenshots before she changed the thumbnails to make it look like I copied her. I have proof she copied my thumbnails, SEO, the way I speak, and the jokes I make. The way you're trying to manipulate this is fraud. She followed up with another post, sharing screenshots of a video with the exact same title. However, SniperWolf's video had been uploaded 12 minutes prior to Azzyland's. SniperWolf would continue to write, I have screenshots of you uploading the same video as me minutes after I upload multiple on occasions. People think I'm an easy target. I hate drama, but y'all constantly drag me into it. In another post, SniperWolf shared additional screenshots. Azzy has yet to give a response of her own, and because of this, many are now unsure whether or not Azzyland really was telling the truth, or if SniperWolf was fabricating and lying again. In the dispute between Azzyland and SniperWolf, that questioned how strong Azzyland's complaints against SniperWolf were. This message added a new view to the argument, making people wonder if their content was really that similar and if there really was copying going on. The message pointed out times when Azzyland and SniperWolf had used almost the exact same titles for their videos. It said these similarities might just be something common in their type of videos, not actual stealing of content. The idea was that creators in the same field often choose similar titles to attract their viewers. The point was to understand that certain styles and themes might be used by many different channels in the same area, which doesn't mean that they're copying each other. Either way, this would not be the first or the last of her controversies. One revelation that many fans were now coming to is that SniperWolf's career had been built on lies and dishonesty. Firstly, there were allegations about SniperWolf's past involving an armed robbery charge before she became a big YouTuber. According to these claims, she was arrested after neighbors reported a loud argument between her and her boyfriend, leading to police intervention and a subsequent 3-day jail term. This incident casted a shadow over her past, suggesting a history of legal troubles that was previously unknown to many of her fans, causing fans to question the authenticity of her online career. Since the beginning of the controversy in mid-October, SniperWolf's views and subscriber counts would take a massive dip, with her losing over 100,000 subscribers around the time she posted the Instagram story of her doxing Jack, and her monthly video views going from around 100 million to only 11 million. The controversies involving SniperWolf, including the accusations by Azzyland and previous incidents, have noticeably affected her YouTube channel.